Hello viewers, welcome to another update video. Today is December 11th, at least in terms of me recording this, and we have quite a bit to talk about because it's been a while. I thought I posted an update video in early November, like the first week of November, but it was actually October 25th, and so my bad. I try to do at least like one update video a month. That's my kind of goal, but it just didn't happen there for a multitude of reasons. But let's move on. So before we get to like the nitty gritty details of what I'm going to be trying to play and other stuff, I want to talk about three varying in size things. So first off, probably the least sizable one, I changed my Twitter handle. It is now the GaLm HD rather than Sondaman. I actually wanted to have GaLm HD like 5 years ago, but somebody took that Twitter handle within like 2 weeks of me changing channels. So that person's a dick, and well, they delayed me changing my name because, well, they're just... Anyways, it's the GaLm HD now, so that's good. So if you don't follow me on there, you can follow me there, and if you do follow me on there, you won't see any tweets from Sondaman, really at all. You'll be transferred over, honestly. It's still the same account, just with a different name. So it's not a new Twitter, it's just a changed Twitter handle. So if you're following me already, you're good to go. It'll just be weird seeing not Sondaman on Twitter if you actively follow me on there. Second thing, I did get a door installed. That sounds like a weird thing to say out of context, but I got a door installed in the house I rent. So there's a place that didn't have a door, where there is now one, and because of that, I can now use that area as my office, and that means I will be moving into there. That will take me probably a week or two to set up like furniture and get things the way I want, actually get like some cable management going on. And in terms of what it means for the channel, it does mean we're going to be able to start doing more VR things as well as start to do couch co-op stuff. So I'm pretty excited for that, and even if I don't do those two things, it'll be nice just to have an actually official office rather than what I currently have right now. I knew that I wasn't going to be staying in this, so I didn't do any cable management. I'm on a really cheap, thin desk. My triple monitor stand is a lot more disappointing than I thought it was going to be. My monitor like sags. It's kind of depressing. It's like tilted and angled downwards rather than like facing straight at me. So like take your phone or something and then like point it. My phone just made noise because it's 9 a.m. All right, sorry. Anyways, take your phone, point it slightly down towards like your stomach or lower, and that's what my monitor is like most of the time. It sucks. But yep, that should change within the next 2 or 3 weeks. Maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit shorter. It depends on a lot of stuff, and that'll be nice. But yeah, so there'll be a little bit more delays, but you know what, fuck it. We're like doubling down on shit that I have delayed, I guess. Besides that, third thing, this one's pretty big. I am in a podcast. I am in a podcast with Chilled, Z, Tom, and obviously myself. It is called Tangled Chords. You can go to twitch.tv/Tangled Chords, or you can go down in the description below for other options. We are going to try and get something for iTunes and hopefully another place to like post the VODs. But for now, it's on twitch.tv and SoundCloud. So you can check that out if you want to hear us just kind of randomly ramble about things. We are pretty much all going to be moving down to Austin. I'm already in Austin. Tom is already down in Austin. He's currently my roommate. That's not going to stay that way for within a couple of weeks. Z will also be down here pretty soon, and then Chill will be sometime down in 2018. And so that means, yeah, it's gonna be an in-person podcast at some point. At least that's my hope, and that'll be pretty neat. So yep, you can check out the podcast at twitch.tv/Tangled Chords, or just wait to see other things from it eventually. So besides that, well, we have the rest of the channel to talk about, don't we? Oh boy. All right, so to recap, changed my Twitter handle to the GaLm HD. Gonna be setting up in a new office pretty soon, so there might be some delays, but hopefully afterwards we get some cool content out of it, or at the very least I'll just have a more comfy space. And then there's a podcast, twitch.tv/Tangled Chords. It's been pretty fun. We've been doing it for the last 3 months, and we've already done like five shows, I believe. So you can watch those VODs on there or listen to them. Who knows? So, all right, yes, besides that, as I was saying, channel-wise, what are we doing? Obviously, November didn't really go exactly how I planned it. That's kind of story of my life in terms of things. I wanted to do a lot of games, and I still want to do a lot of games. That hasn't changed. Just the way that it ended up happening, yeah, there are a lot of reasons. But we'll start off with what I'm trying to do before we get into the reasons why things have been delayed. Hopefully. I'm a little on the rambly side here. Okay, so what am I trying to do over the course of December? Well, since we are pretty much getting out of big gaming release season, I do want to finish up as much as I can for what we started this year. So I do want to finish, obviously, Horizon Zero Dawn, Darkwood, Mass Effect Andromeda, Pokemon Sun, maybe even get to do Starbound and Civilization 6. Though that would be nice to be able to finish up all those games once and for all. And then in terms of stuff that I want to hopefully start in December, Okami is getting a PC and PlayStation 4 remaster tomorrow on December 12th. So I really want to do that. Okami's, if I was forced to make a top 10 list, Okami's on that list forever. I really love Okami, and one of the reasons I never did an Okami Let's Play is because I always was hoping to play it like on the PC or just somewhere at 1080p 60 FPS. And while I don't know, it could be locked at 30 FPS for all I know. It's not tomorrow yet. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a Let's Play on that as soon as possible. Resident Evil 7 is getting another DLC, and this one's going to be a much bigger one. So I'm going to be playing that, and then I'll be doing the DLCs that I missed after that. Then there are other games that aren't just like small little DLCs or super late things. Life is Strange Before the Storm, I'll be playing through that. Battlefront 2, that's another pretty short one that I should be able to get through within like 5 to 7 hours. Even if it has gotten some pretty bad reviews, it's a short game, and well, I can do that. I just don't know the exact specifics of when and where we're going to be doing all this stuff, because I'm going to be all over the place. We have so much stuff to do involving the move the office move. It's not like I'm moving to another house. I'm just going to be moving all this stuff. But yeah, it's 3 computers and all my monitors. It's a lot of stuff, as well as all the furniture that, well, is sitting in boxes right now. I have to assemble. So yeah. Besides that, obviously, we probably should do the Breath of the Wild DLC, as well as finish up all the shrines and things like that. I will see what I can do for all of those. We'll probably still be down to a shorter amount of videos at this particular time, just because I'm really far behind on stuff. I mean, it'll probably still end up being like, once I'm done editing, we'll probably still be posting anywhere between like 5 to 7 videos a day. Maybe even 8. There's a lot of stuff that I've been editing, and that's one of the reasons why things have been on a little bit of the lower side, because there are a lot of days where I have to wake up and edit, and then go off and do stuff, or wake up, record, then edit. And so we're behind. We're super behind, and it sucked. But I'm hoping that by the end of December, most of the stuff that I started will be finished, and all the backlog that I've been saving up will be going away. A few people, anytime I bring it up in terms of like when I'm having to edit, they're like, "Oh, didn't you hire an editor?" I am in the process of it. I guess you could say I sent over all my PUBG footage to an editor, and he's going through all of it. He's pretty much either almost done or completely done with it. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to check up on that. And then hopefully over the course of 2018, I can build up a rapport, and I can kind of send footage off to him. As I said in my last update video, it's not my intention to have all of my content edited by another person, since, well, I can edit my stuff faster than anyone else. I know what I want more than anyone else, right? That's kind of how it goes. But hopefully there can be some series that I can record a whole bunch of and then send to him. It's probably how we're going to be going about stuff like, say, Assassin's Creed or Call of Duty, just all those, like Batman, just all those really long games that I have to put in 40 to 60 to 80 to 100 hours into, and that it would just be a massive annoyance to have to dedicate so much time to. Those are probably things I will send off to the editor once we get things more or less officially started. There are a couple of things I want to rearrange all around the board and try and figure out how I'm going to organize myself, and also maybe make some new changes just in terms of just overall, how to say, production quality. Well, maybe not production quality. Things are going to be the same all the time. But yeah, we'll be doing a lot. In terms of other stuff, I think in terms of Assassin's Creed, I'll probably be doing Assassin's Creed Origins first. In my last update video, I said I still wanted to do the other Assassin's Creed games, but I've changed my mind. I still want to play them, but now I'm going to be doing Origins whenever I start first. And hopefully that will be sometime in January for Origins. That's just kind of a rough hope. It could still be another year or two, but I'm hoping that I can do Assassin's Creed Origins in January, maybe even Shadow of War. And then at some point we'll do the rest of the Assassin's Creed series. And then there's, a Hat in Time, and there's just so much stuff that I need to get to that I guess if I haven't mentioned a game in an update video, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to go and do that Let's Play. All right, that's going to be that's the big thing. If I've said I'm going to do a game, I'm probably going to do it. The only time things don't kind of go through is if it's like a DLC and things are kind of weird, just kind of all over the place. Like say Dark Souls 2, I kind of started the DLC for that, and I even have the footage of like me starting the second DLC, but now it's like years later, so I don't know if I still want to like post that and then continue, or it's a weird thing. So I'd rather just focus on what I do want to play versus all the other stuff. But eventually, I'm going to try and do as much as I can. So do still bear with me. I'm sorry for the slow period, but at some point, I will be 100% out of content in terms of like the backlog that I've accumulated. And at that point, then I'm just recording and editing new stuff, hopefully as soon as possible. And that would be good. And hopefully nothing really bad happens for that. The last couple of months have been really annoying. One of the big reasons for a lot of the delays in the last month has just been technical difficulties with footage. There was a point where like 30 to 40 hours of footage got kind of not like super corrupted, but the way I had to make them usable wasn't all that pleasant. So I had to like export it from Elgato. Then I had to convert it with Handbrake, a third-party program called Handbrake. And then I had to, for some of them, record them back in with Fraps on the converted file, so that way I could then finally put those files onto Vegas to edit them. And that, well, that's not like a super bad thing. It was like time consuming. And when something's really time consuming for me to get into, I usually end up putting it off and off and off and off. And that's where we get into some of the other problems that will happen. But yeah, there's been like even a day, or sort of today, sort of yesterday, I recorded like 5 hours of Destiny 2 with Fubar and Goon. And I pretty much just before recording this update video found out that my mic wasn't actually recording audio. The Audacity started, but it was actually just a blank file, and I didn't see that before because it was behind my Elgato recording window, and that's really fucking unfortunate. But yeah, no, it's been a lot of technical difficulties, and then a lot of it's still also on me. Destiny 2 came out October 24th, and I ended up putting about 70 hours into the game over the course of like October and November, and then another like 20 hours in the last like week since we had the Curse of Osiris DLC come out. And I just started the co-op portion, or the Destiny 2 co-op portion as well. So yeah, I put in like 90 hours into Destiny 2 over the course of like the last 5 weeks. And then obviously PUBG probably took up another 30, 40 hours. That's on me. Not so much for the recording bits, but the stuff where I wasn't recording, I apologize for that. But it was worth it for at least Destiny, because I was trying to get myself leveled up, and it worked. I'm definitely leveled up. In terms of PUBG, I did get a lot of solo wins, or like not really solo wins, but just wins that I played that I wasn't like particularly recording, but I still have recorded that I'm going to be doing some post-commentary stuff on soon. It's going to be a little bit weird since I think PUBG is releasing on the 20th, and I'm probably going to be releasing early access videos of it for another like 2 to 3 months once we get started. We'll see. And then also Fortnite whenever I get around to editing those videos. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Sorry for rambling so long. There's a lot I want to get to, as always, and I'm sorry for the slow period. It was not my intention. I just have so much stuff that I've been trying to go through, and just like it just it's not like bad stuff, but like, yeah, you'll have the times where I'm like playing like, you know, Destiny or like PUBG, and those were just like things that I did to either just relax or try and like catch up on stuff. But another thing was just like, actually, like, it's so easy to lose time in the day, right? I'm getting to that point where days kind of blaze by really, really quickly. And so like when I was getting furniture after Thanksgiving for Cyber Monday, you know, I was, after ordering furniture, it's like, oh, well, that was 6 to 8 hours somehow, you know, on and off, looking at furniture and making, you know, like comparing things and being like, do I want this? Yes, I do. That's what I want for the room, that kind of stuff. It's, but it's all right. We're going to be trying to get stuff posted. It should be, once I am done rendering, it will be probably about 5 to 6 to 8 videos a day for the rest of the month, and then we'll see what ends up happening with some of the other Let's Plays. We'll probably be doing, for a lot of the Let's Plays, 1 video a day until I've either beaten them or I'm just really far ahead of myself, just so that way I don't end up like, I don't want to post like 14 to 16 videos a day and then run into the same scenario that we've been having where it's like, well, I burned through all my content, now I gotta do it all over again. That would be bad. Let me have my slow period. Let me try and get things caught up. And then next year, hopefully we can hit the ground running. You know, that'd be pretty nice. Anyways, we're going to end off here. Thank you guys for listening, and I will see you guys later.